getting ready for this tournament. The only two teams I'm thinking of you is probably the Cleveland Indian. The only two teams I think about using is the Cleveland Browns or the Tennessee Titans for the tournament. I think so too.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. Cody Parkey now ready to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle.
Hi, Dimitri.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
16 yards. And a 49er first down.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Mostert, the ball carrier.
B.J. Goodson there on the tackle.
At the 44.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. A dump down to McKinnon. And he is going to have a Niners first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. Here's Jerick McKinnon, his first carry of the ball game. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Hooking up here with Trent Taylor. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
23 yards.
I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing to 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
At the Browns' 12-yard line.
That's complete right around the 8. And the Niners are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Here's Mostert, and across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.
San Francisco.
A 5-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
The score, Niners 7, Browns nothing.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
21-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. First carry for Nick Chubb. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Play fake. Mayfield. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Javon Kinlaw with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Back deep, Trent Taylor. That's taken on the 25. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Niners will go on offense at their 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Greedy Williams on the
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Again looking for Samuel, this time the catch made. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
With the score. But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get 1st downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation, but I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
The ball carrier.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Here we go.
I can't he stop his office, can't he?
This is Mostert. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch pass.
And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle from Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your... Oh, this is blocked. This is going the other way. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
For San Francisco.
I remember when they changed the rule, and there's a lot of consternation, especially coming from the kickers. Okay, how's this going to affect things, having to kick a longer one now? Much more of a field goal attempt. And the defensive guys saw it as an opportunity to get more block.
That's exactly right. There's more effort now. Before, when it was snapped down near the goal line, you would basically see guys just stand there.
Yeah, not anymore. Now, those guys are going after it because not only can they knock it away and change a little bit of momentum,
they get 2 points.
They can pick it up and take it back for 2 points.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Mayfield looks to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Mostert. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers add on to their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Makes the score Niners 20, Browns nothing. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
2nd and 5. At the 30.
Ball on the 30, they'll come up with a 2nd and 5. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Mayfield on first down. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way
I
to go
can't
in this
do
football
nothing.
game. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. To throw, Mayfield. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Gets this one to Juszczyk. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Mitch Wishnowski to kick off for San Francisco.
The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. They run again on first down. Chubb. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Brings up
this offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Mayfield hands to Chubb on the draw. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run again with Hunt. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has a total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Solomon Thomas, they love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you, because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we can get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities because they've been sputtering a little bit.
Absolutely. At this stage in the second half, to get there and not get it for the first time, tough. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled at the 29.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 36. Garoppolo now. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
Here we go, here we go. Like 80s. 11. Check, 93 is the mark, 93 is the mark. Right here.
There's Garoppolo to throw. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
3rd down. And 5 yards to go.
Check, 93 is the mark, 93 is the mark.
Garoppolo looks to throw. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 20-yard line. The 3rd down conversion successful. A gain of 11.
49er first down.
11. Tight into the right, boy. Tight into the right. Move.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3.
Complete.
And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they try.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers.
San Francisco.
A 3-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers continue to roll.
Robbie Gould.
He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. What a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. A fairly short kick from the 14. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Beckham on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10. At their own 30.
The Browns drive about to get started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
No gain on the play.
This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Let's rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field and downfield.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he is going to have a Browns first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down.
44-yard.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Mayfield able to find Hunt out of the backfield. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field, a nickel set for 3rd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. And it's complete. Hooper. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
At the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Here we go. 49. King.
And again, it's Mayfield. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 4-yard line.
So the victory here for San Francisco. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Cleveland.